Just obviously tough night offensively. We're searching for points, and they're not there. And one of the things that we try to do, especially in the timeouts and halftime, is remind them to get more ball movement, people movement, and see if we can't, get some better open looks. It's tough sledding in there with Potter. I mean, she's 6'6", and her arms are 7 foot. I thought she affected some shots and affected our confidence, being able to score inside. I thought Alexis Sweetland played really hard. I thought she played really hard. Did she make some mistakes? Yeah, but she stayed with it, and that was good to see, and all that. So, anyways, I don't have much more than that. Questions?
A lot of 50-50 balls. Seemed like they were going Utah's way. Do you think that it was just not enough hustle by your girls?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's that's part of our MO is that we want to play great defense, play a lot of chaos, play with a lot of pressure, a lot of pride, a lot of passion, especially on the defensive end, and win those 50-50 balls. And how many times was that happening, or the shot clock going down, and ended up them scoring with under 3-4 seconds. I mean, those things just kind of break your heart, But that's where you got to credit Utah. I mean, Utah, showed a lot of will tonight. A lot of toughness out there themselves on the road to continue to get it done.
There was a period of time in the fourth quarter where you got it back within about 10 points.
Eight, yeah.
Went to a timeout, and then things just started to unravel. What kind of happened on the other end?
We were trying to pick up more full. It's tough for us to pick up full if we're not scoring. We were trying to get the clock, the ball out of bounds to do it. But I thought that we found way too much. The whole fourth quarter, it was just like, they're going to work the clock. They're going to get it down. They've got a lead. But don't bail them out, And even when we were trying to press, we were not trying to foul at that point in the game. We were just trying to speed up the game a little bit, see if we can get some passing lanes, get some steals and score. Steals and stops is what we call it. But too much just sloppy defensive play, not being able, getting the clock stopped, but letting Utah score with the clock stopped. Especially when we got it down to 8. I thought we really put ourselves in a position to make the run here at the end of the game. But wasn't meant to be.
Because of those fouls, especially Kayla Haley getting up to 4, did that change her approach at all defensively?
No, I think Kayla left it all on the floor. I think she'll go back and see those 2 fouls in the first half that 90 some feet from the basket. Why do that? That's just not being a smart basketball player at that point. So she'll want those 2 back. But I thought she stayed assertive, stayed aggressive. She's our jammer. She's our person slowing down the ball and not allowing them to get into the transition game as much as they'd like to.
Speaking of Kayla, she started off, I think the stats show, pretty cold, but it was able to come back and hit 2 threes at the end of the game. Was that kind of? Do you think how much do you think that built her confidence to start slow, but then able to still hit a couple threes late?
All of it's confidence builders, and it's also a sign that she's not going to stop playing, I think that was the question, and she's going to leave it all out on the floor, and hopefully that confidence will feed into the next game, on Saturday afternoon here.
You speak of the next game. What do you take out of this going ahead into Colorado on Saturday?
Well, turnover-wise, I thought we were sloppy again tonight against the pressure. I know that the stat sheet says only 15 turnovers, but, Colorado will be way more aggressive in their press, I believe, with them coming in here. And they're a lot longer. So, we've got to take care of the ball and not just attack the press and then pull the ball back out and run sets. I think that we are still not aggressive enough of once we break the first line of the defense, going ahead and attacking, because normally you're in a 3-on-2, 4-on-2 situation, and I didn't think that we attacked that enough tonight.
How big was it for Eva tonight to play in front of her father for the first time?
Yeah, I think, he watches all the games. It's great to have him here from Macedonia, and, he's, for 4 years, he's watched, off the computer and all that. It's great. Pac-12 Networks is in Macedonia, and 25 other countries. But, I know that she's really excited about it. He's excited to be here, and, I hope that we can give her a great send-off on Saturday afternoon.
Was the focus to take away Potter allowing, unfortunately, the downfall for this game tonight?
I thought we did a decent job on her. She is, she got a couple shots late in the game, the one at the top of the key and stuff. I thought that our cover downs helped us. I thought our post players, Sweden covered down really well to help the post. I think our post players tried to keep her from turning over her left shoulder and did some things that were pretty effective defensively. Cronin was in foul trouble early in the game and sat too long. I thought when she sat at the beginning of second quarter, I thought that was our chance to kind of make a run, make a push, number 14, and, we just didn't take advantage of that. That to me, that was the time that we could have really kind of maybe made some distance, for ourselves against Utah and maybe put them back on their heels. But instead, I felt like we went into the locker room back on our own heels.
How was Nike's injury?
It was a great hustle play, and she's just working so hard, trying so hard. She's improved so much. She's such a competitor. She's a warrior out there. She just fell hard, and then she fell hard again later in the fourth quarter. But I asked her, 3-4 times, are you okay? Because she was limping out there, and she said, Coach, I want to play. I'm fine. And that's the kind of warrior mentality that she has.
At the beginning of the game, Utah ran off 9 kind of immediately. Things were kind of cold. I mean, and again, even just kind of generally shooting overall.
Yeah.
Well,
we
how do you look at that, and what do you take it to, or try to prevent it from happening against Colorado? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought we got to the rim. I thought we got some easy looks. I wasn't disappointed in the shot selection at all. But, it's kind of been what's been happening to us of late. We struggle to find points. And, that's why I said at the beginning, I think that even though that was going on, I think that if we would have had more ball reversal, we could have put ourselves in a better situation to maybe get some things one-on-one inside with Cronin, not Potter, but Cronin, and, to give Sweet and Kayla and Penelope some better looks. The other thing is in our pick and roll game with our 5 and Penelope, our 1, and Crystal sometimes, we were setting that screen that we always set in transition, but Utah did a great job of pushing us up. So it forced Penelope to take shots kind of almost Steph Curry range, well, maybe not that far, but, NBA range, and that's not quite her game. I thought that, after the first timeout, we were able to make some adjustments after the first quarter and move it down. Potter got called on the foul, pushing us up and some things like that. But I thought once we got that down, got her moved down a little bit, got the screen moved down, we were able to get Crystal and Penelope back in, shooting range, which really helped. But, to answer your question, that's almost the $1 million question right now. Where's our offense? And, but we're going to keep working and, keep getting these kids to understand how much they've got to move the basketball and share the ball. Spacing was okay at times tonight. It wasn't great. And, that really plays into it, especially when you've got, Potter, roaming around at 6'6" with that 7-foot arm span ready to just, swat anything that comes her way, or more importantly, change shots.
Did you think that the second flagrant foul on Beauclair, can you talk about those fouls on her?
The officials, I thought, hats off to the officials tonight. It was unusual to go to the monitor. We did monitor 3 times, and 2 times it went, because it was, an elbow or, a high, chop to the neck, face. Thought Swede was tough hanging in there on both of those, and she got to the free throw line for 4 shots on that. But and then the other one was called against Nike and stuff. But it was chippy. It got chippy out there, and it was both ways. And certainly, we were right in the middle of that too. And I thought the officials tonight did a good job of just saying, let's slow this down. Let's make sure everybody understands we're not going to accept that out here. And so, especially Melissa Barlow being on the game tonight, she's one of the best in the business. And, I think that she got her crew, to really take a harder look right after the halftime to, let's not let things get out of hand. So tonight I don't have a problem with the officiating at all.